Alright, well, I'm a man shy this morning. Kevin called in. He had a bad night last night, so he's not coming in. As y'all can see, I'm rocking and rolling in the roll-off, and got Ross and Marshall behind me. They're bringing the kitty cat with the new service truck, and we're heading out to do a job. Also down a camera guy this morning. All the kiddos went to the grandma's house last night, so didn't have nobody bring with me this morning, but we're gonna get it done. Y'all hang in there with me, my little YouTube family. Thank God it's a beautiful day out today. After all this rain we've had, this is what we need right here. Being back in the roll-off today, it's nice. I like driving this thing every once in a while. Nice to break up the monotony of doing the same thing every day. So, and it's been raining every day. I think we've had at least 5 straight days of rain, and today it's nice and sunshine out here. Yesterday we had a little bit of sunshine, but then it came a hell of a storm in the afternoon, and that kind of drowned that day out. But yeah, right now we're rocking and rolling with a good bit of sunshine, and hopefully go knock out some jobs today and get home and not be soaking wet. So this has been a long time repeat customer, so we're heading over here. We're going to get them taken care of today. It's kind of like a perfect job to go take care of on a day that everything's just so saturated from this week. You can't do anything anywhere. So I've been getting a lot of comments saying, hey, you know, if you're trying to be a tree service, why don't you go buy a chipper and a chip truck and all this and that. Like, I've been in this game for over 17 years. With what I'm doing now, this is what I choose to do. I've been doing trees, hardscapes, and all types of construction, demolition, concrete, all that type of stuff for the last 17 years. I was a big company. I had big, huge chippers. I had, you know, multiple chip trucks. I had a crane, grapple truck, stump grinders, dump trucks, all that. I decided last year that I wanted to do what I'm doing now and back down to just a roll-off truck. A roll-off truck made more sense to me because of how universal that it is. I can go do tree work today, I can rip out a driveway tomorrow, and I can keep my overhead low. I don't have to have dump trucks and chippers and chip trucks and all this and that to go work every single day. My overhead is low and I'm making money. You can be out here and you can have all the equipment in the world, but if you have so much overhead, you get to a point where, yeah, I'm not saying that I wasn't making money back then whenever I had all that. I was, but it just was a lot more stressful. You know, you dealt with a lot more bullshit than keeping it simple. And that's really what I did last year. Was I just decided that I wanted to simplify things and not have all the overhead like I did. You guys think, let's go, you need to go buy a chipper. Bro, I had the biggest residential chipper on the market. I had 2 30-yard chip trucks that just, one got full, the next one got loaded. 21-inch chipper out there on the job. Man, I've done it all. Like, there is nothing that you guys can tell me that I have not done. I had a 38-ton crane. Like, it was fun and cool for a while, but, you know, the stress of having all of it was kind of, I don't know, I just got tired of it. You know, you deal with people that, you know, don't want to work. You got to work around people's schedules, not wanting to come in work and not showing up. People want to leave early. You got to deal with who's got a clean driving record, who doesn't, who has a CDL, who has a Class A CDL or a B CDL, because they can only drive this, pulling this trailer or not pulling this trailer. It's just, it was a lot of headache. So I decided to go the route that I've gone now. And so far I'm loving it. I love my roll-off truck, and being back in this today because Kevin's not in here it's kind of nice. It helps me just kind of mellow out, you know, for the week. So all right, we're pulling up in the job site here. Got the box dropped, and we're about to take down these 2 trees right here. Oh, Ross and Marshall finally made it over here to the gas station. Marshall, I can probably get behind that. Bro, they are just knocking them out left and right here. Well, we just got somebody stopped on our job site right here, so.
Right under the tree.
Right under the tree. How you supposed to work with the popos on your job site?
Man, it's just
Are you supposed to go over there and ask them to move?
Poor guy's just trying to go cut some grass.
Poor guy's just trying to cut some trees. What are you talking about? Is that sharp?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe's like your new favorite word.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't.
That's how you do it right there, son.
Good deal, good deal.
Break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
Howdy, howdy.
How you doing?
Anybody around Canton, Holly Springs, Woodstock, or surrounding areas, y'all give Dave a call if y'all need any stump grinding. He's our go-to guy. He takes care of us, he'll take care of you. I'm gonna leave you and Ross over here to help him. When he gets done, y'all blow the parking lot, and as he's working, be moving those little screen things down, you know, to the next stump and whatnot. Once he gets through one stump, clean that section up and be ready for the next one, just moving your way this way. I need to go dump this right here.
Okay.
Back on the road, we're gonna head to go dump right now. Got another job we gotta make it to. we're gonna make that little trip on back up to ball ground and get this thing dumped out, and then we'll head on to the next job.
Fucking mortal breaking shit. All right, guys, got these stumps taken down, trees taken out, hauled off. I've smoothed out a little bit. And Marshall over here getting it all blowed off, getting on to the next one.
All right, well, to continue on from where we were before we got to the job site, pretty much as y'all can see, I mean, this roll-off truck, it's so universal. I can get in and do so many different things with this. For any of y'all trying to get into the tree business, hardscape business, whatever business you're trying to get into, you need to really think about what you're doing before you do it. There's so many different options, so many different ways that you can go about doing things, and you know, everybody just wants the big fancy nice stuff right off the get-go. They want a big nice show truck right there, you know, sitting out front of their job site, and you know, it's not always all about that. Granted, I mean, I have my nice stuff, don't get me wrong, but I've been doing this for years. This is not something that I just started 6 months ago and this is where I'm at. I mean, I've come a very long way to get to where I am, and started from nothing. I started with the, you know, junky little utility trailer, and then junky little dump trailer, and then moved on from there. You know, started with the 2500, then moved on and got a 3500, and then bought my first dump truck, and you know, yada yada yada. And everybody's got to start somewhere, but you can't sit here and just automatically think that you're going to jump out here and just get going and stay busy all the time either. It's a fight. Now, in this year, 2026 has been the hardest year to stay busy and going, I think, compared to any other year I've been in business. And you know, I'm one of those ones. I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm a straight shooter. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that, you know, oh, we're booked out for months and months, because anybody that says all that right now, yeah, you know, you might be a couple weeks, you might be a month, and you know, that's probably about where I am. But this is nothing like it used to be years ago. Years ago, I mean, you could just stay busy 24/7. You could work 7 days a week if you wanted to, and it was out there. Now, everything's just different, guys. You know, a lot of things, people can't afford shit anymore. If you're gonna come out here and you're gonna wanna, you know, do whatever business you're talking about doing, tree service, hardscapes, you have to come out here and have a plan. If you don't come out here and have a plan, you just jump out here, buy the nicest truck that you think that you want or need, and you know, you get out here and think you're gonna get busy and be able to make those payments. It's not always like that. So I'd recommend, you know, you jumping in here, starting small, start and do this at a level that if you can't keep your junky truck that, you know, is barely, you know, still running, going and making money with it, and that truck is paying to help you buy the next truck or the next piece of equipment, then you don't need that next piece of equipment yet. You know, if you're just being able to make your bills or barely make your bills, there's no reason you need to jump out there and get another vehicle or another piece of equipment. You know, all that will come. If you put in the time and you're gonna sit here and you're going to literally work 24/7 and grind all day long in whatever business you're trying to, concrete, demolition, tree work, hardscapes, whatever. If you're gonna grind and you're gonna put the effort into it, and you have, you know, half brains to run a company, then you're probably gonna be all right. But owning a company is not for everybody. This it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort in running a company and running a business. And you know, you got to make very strategic moves. If you're not making very strategic moves in your company and how you grow and who you hire and who you trust on your job sites, it's you're never gonna grow. I had it where, you know, I was running estimates and, you know, just going around and checking on jobs, sending the crews to the jobs to knock it out, and had multiple crews, and it was fun for a little while, but, you know, you almost the crews break more crap than, you know, everybody leads on to. And this business right here, if you haven't ever heard that saying, that if you don't do it yourself, it's probably not going to get done right. That's really what it is. If you want it done right, you got to get in there and you got to do it yourself. And somebody that's going to be a great employee is going to be a guy that hops in and is all about the job. What is the job? How can I, you know, get the job done in a really good, timely fashion? How can I not break shit? You know, always thinking ahead. You know, what's the next step? All right, we're rolling up into the wood yard here. I'm gonna get this thing dumped out. That's a wrap on that dump. Hey.
Hey.
Y'all done?
You done? Yep, we just got done.
All right. I just shot you over the address. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
What's up?
The man, the myth, the legend. What's up, Big Tom?
Oh man, just got done dumping out a box, heading to the next job. What you up to?
I am pounding the pavement, trying to put out fires.
Yeah.
Put out fires. You got one that needs to be put out? I'm on a hot streak right now.
Kinda.
What's going on?
My AC ain't working that great in my skid steer.
When did it stop blowing cold air?
I just noticed it yesterday whenever it was pretty hot yesterday. I mean, it was kind of like a toaster in there trying to work yesterday.
Okay. Let me do this. Let me call one of the technicians and see, get some troubleshooting tips. Obviously, I'm not a mechanic, so let me see if there's some things I can suggest you try before we get it in the shop and call somebody out there to get it fixed.
Yeah, I mean, I can't put it in a shop right now, for sure.
I hear you.
So, yeah,
right,
just call me back and let me know.
All right.
All right, thanks, bye.
Bye.
So as I was growing up, my parents, they were in the retail business, and they were always gone. I mean, they were from sun up in the morning to way past sundown, getting home at, 11 o'clock, midnight, shutting down, opening and closing their store. So it's, as I was little, I didn't like it as much, you know. I didn't get to see my parents and all this and that, so, you know, it did build a little bit of resentment at first. But as I was getting older, I started acknowledging, you know, why they were doing it. I acknowledged, you know, what it took to grow a business like what my parents did. And as I got going, I dropped out of high school, and I did not go into the retail space, even though, you know, my parents were in the retail business. I wanted to get out there and, you know, get more into the blue collar trades and, you know, do things with my hands, run equipment, you know, build stuff, you know, all that type of stuff. So I ended up starting, you know, doing a landscaping company, cutting grass and pine straw mulch, and then it evolved from there, went into, you know, tree work and hardscapes, and from there got into doing, you know, more heavier equipment, grading and craning out trees and demolition jobs and concrete driveways. Eventually I've, you know, got into building houses, and I have built quite a few houses too. It's just one of them things that everybody that you get into building houses, and everybody's got their own personal tastes. And even out here on these hardscaping jobs and stuff, you know, sometimes that's even a pain in the butt, because you do deal with some customers that they don't know what they want, or, you know, you may have an idea for their yard and they have an idea for their yard, and maybe, you know, the two of your ideas don't match up. And, you know, sometimes you either have to say, okay, you know, I'll roll with your idea and, you know, do it the way that they want it done. Or sometimes, you know, you see a better idea and they finally see, oh, you know, yeah, you're right, you know, instead of doing it the way I thought I wanted to do it, that actually sounds like a better plan. And the two of you mesh, and that job, you know, you and the customer go together and you can get that job done. I've had plenty of jobs where I've looked at a job, and some of these people, you know, have an idea and it's just kind of bonkers crazy, and it's not even something that me and them even mesh on, even getting close to doing a job together. And you can't be afraid to let those jobs go. Sometimes those jobs, they're just going to be a nightmare. Either the customer is going to be a nightmare, or it's just not something that you do. So don't force yourself to do something that you don't do, unless you want to get into that particular type of work that they want done. So as I started out in the landscaping and grew from the landscaping to the trees and the demolition and the concrete and all this and that, I ended up, I got to a certain point where I decided I wanted to give retail a try, and I did try retail for a little while, about 2 or 3 years, and then I met my wife. And when I met my wife, me and my wife decided that we were going to go full-blown back into the tree service, hardscapes, construction type of business. And back in 2015 we went, you know, wide open on it, and we've been grinding at it ever since. It was the best decision that I think me and my wife ever made. And in the beginning, me and my wife worked a lot together to get the business going, and as y'all know, we got kids now, so she, you know, does the stay at home, take care of the kids, does the office work side of things, takes the phone calls, schedules the estimates, and schedules the jobs, and she does the whole back end of the business that, you know, nobody even knows about. Nobody even thinks about that side of the business. They just, oh, we want to be a business owner and we want to run a business. I'll tell you, I mean, this is a 50-50 split right here. You know, she takes care of a lot of the back end work, and I take care of a lot of front end work, and, you know, she also takes care of the kids. I always try to bring my kids with me to work, and you know, yeah, they hold the camera and all this and that, but on the backside of things that y'all don't see. We come out here, we have fun, we enjoy, you know, being out here and doing jobs together. I let them get on equipment and play, and you know, that's things that as I was a kid I didn't get, so I wanted to change that whenever I grew up. And I mean, I literally I bring my kids with me all the time now, and I enjoy it so much. We have a lot of fun. So if y'all ever get the chance to have your own business and do this, you know, don't forget who you're doing it for. We're doing it for our family. We're doing it for our kids, you know. Yeah, I like to come out here. I like to have, you know, nice shit. I like to make money, but in the end, I'm doing this for my family and for my kids.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, oh. And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey! Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, oh. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Good job, Morphle. You did outstanding. Thank you. I'll get you a cupcake after work. I know that one's going to probably tear the yard up trying to get him out.
It's definitely going to tear the yard up trying to get it out, for sure. Other option, I can get my stump grinder guy over here. He's probably going to be around that price that I gave you for it.
Man, they just make a mess.
Turns into wood chips.
Yeah. And that thing's gonna be 4-foot pile all the way around it of wood chips.
But it's better than looking at it.
Yeah.
I mean, even a wood, you know, turning it to mulch and stuff. I mean, you can pine straw all over it. You can make it look a little decorative, you know, versus what you're looking at now.
Yeah.
So.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. So